Okay, in this Affinity photo tutorial, I'm just going to show you how you can take a, a panoramic image like this of a landscape and take various elements of a landscape and combine them together to make something that's a bit more kind of aspect ratio friendly, if you like. I mean, this would be a great image on a wall or something like that, but when you view something like this on a phone or on a TV or something like that, everything is, as you can see, is very compressed in terms of height, and you're losing a lot of the real estate above and below. So we're going to take something like this and turn it into something like this that actually looks quite different from the other image, but and a bit more dramatic, because there's a lot more mountains in here and everything fits together in a kind of much more jaggedy kind of high way, and I've increased the height of everything as well. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is basically come in here, file, new, and we're going to create a new document size, if you like. The image, the size I'm going to choose is 1920 by 1080. The reason why I've chosen that, it's quite a nice wide format. It's actually the 16 by 9 aspect ratio that's used on most for films and video and things like that, and I might want to use this, the final image, as a kind of backdrop for video, which would be useful. So there we go. The next thing I'm going to do is open an image that I got off Pixabay, which is this one here. It's a large panoramic view. Okay, and I'm just going to duplicate that so that if I need to, I can always refer back to the reference one. It's always a good idea to do that. It's basically a good housekeeping habit. There we go. And now all I really want out of this is the mountains, not the sky in the background. So the way I do that, I'm going to come over here and click our selection brush tool. There we go. It's about that size. Pick a suitable size brush, and just basically just swipe your mountain area here, and what happens is you'll see that it kind of, if you go near the edges here, it will basically just magnetize itself, if you like, to the edges, and just, well, snap is probably the better word. There we go. It's probably just going to snap to the edges there where the sky is, like so, and that only takes a few moments. Okay, sometimes I miss these kind of things, but let's just have a quick look. Everything looks fairly hunky-dory. It has missed a couple. I'm not going to spend too long just to finesse it. This is a tutorial after all, so we don't have to get something exactly right. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to click Control C. There we go. I'm going to go back to our original document there, and now I'm going to click Control V, like so. Okay. Now obviously this is quite a big image, and it doesn't all fit on here, which is fine. That's exactly what we want, to be honest. What I'm going to do now is going to come over here and duplicate that, and then duplicate that again. There we go. I'm just going to switch two of these off so that we're just dealing with one image, and you can see exactly what's happening here. So as you can see, this image is actually much bigger than the area. It kind of overfills our document size, if you like, which is fine. That's exactly what we want. I'm going to shrink that down because we're not going to use all of it. I want to get some foreground elements in my image, so I want to see some of this here whilst also having the background. So bear in mind, this is going to be our oops, don't want to do that. I'm not scaling it properly, am I? This is going to be our foreground mountains, if you like. There we go. I'm going to stick with that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to make our second layer visible. There we go. Like so, I think. Fine by me. And now I'm going to make our third layer visible over here. And there we go. Should we do that? Yes, I'm liking it. I think I like that. Okay, great. Okay, so very quickly there, we've got a lot of mountains now in view, filling the kind of our aspect ratio there, but obviously we're missing the sky. So the way I'm going to add the sky is I'm just going to go back to our original image here. I'm going to use the square selection tool, and I'm going to come in here and basically select some sky like so. Click Control C, there we go, back to our original document, and then click Control V. Now obviously that's in the wrong place, it's up at, we want to put that right to the back, if you like, in the background like so, and now we've got some sky, which is great. Let's see how big it is. I'm actually going to shrink that sky a bit because I just want that to fill. Oh, actually got a nice bit more of some mountain in the background there, which is fine. I think I'm going to leave that there. I might even actually let's do that. There we go. Okay, so it's as simple as that, really. I'm going to have a little bit of fun here. Let's just go place, and I've got a transparent balloon. Let's have a look, and let's just put that in there like so. I know we're only having a bit of fun there, but this is actually, the light isn't very good. It's coming from a different direction, but I'm just going to try and fix that in a really kind of basic way. Hopefully no one will notice. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to add brightness and contrast. There we go. Click default. Just close that down. And layers. Now I say this in most of my videos. I'm just going to drag that over the image, and what that means now is that when I apply the brightness and contrast, it's just going to apply it to this image here, the balloon image. So I'm going to double click on that. There we go. Just brighten it up a bit and just lower the contrast a bit like so, and that's our final image. So there you go. Thank you very much.